Alright, so in this video, we're going to be talking about relationships, and specifically concerning the Jyotish numerology or the Vedic numerology. So, a lot of times, most of us don't consider when it comes to our business partnerships, when it comes to our intimate relationships, when it comes to our friends, even when it comes to our family, our compatibility. And using the Jyotish numerology, you can use that to help you form relationships that are useful. And I say useful because the numbers of the archetypes that we represent or that we use have different uh, relations to each other. So, for instance, while two people representing, uh, while two numbers can be good for a business partnership, they may not be good for a relationship or may not be good for friends. Even when it comes to your residence, your number of residents, or even appointment dates, numerology should be taken into consideration, and compatibility should be taken into consideration. So, for instance, right, there are certain business partnerships where only one person benefits, and the other doesn't. There are certain relationships that work better when a man is a certain number and a woman is a certain number, and then vice versa. There are certain relationships that are not meant to last at all. Like, there are certain relationships to where they're beneficial for a short time. There are certain relationships. I'm not even going to use I'm not even going to separate them because this applies to all the different types of relationships. But there are certain relationships to where two of the same numbers actually do work well together. And then there are other relationships to where two numbers don't work well together at all. Man, it's just so many different combinations of these numbers that can be used to your benefit. And I think that it's important when you're manifesting your relationships that you take compatibility into consideration. Because let's just take, for instance, an intimate relationship. One of the one thing that would probably one thing that could hinder that or help that is making sure that your number is compatible with another number for a long-term relationship, if that's what you want. Or if it's a short-term relationship that you want, making sure that the number that you're compatible with is good for short-term relationships. If it's a long-term business partnership that you want, making sure that that number is compatible for that relationship. So, I'm not going to get too deep into here. You guys are intelligent. Y'all get my gist. And then, like I said, you got certain relationships that work better when a man is a certain number or a woman is a certain number. So it's good to take all that into consideration when you think about compatibility. So, and this is something that I think we don't do. So I think moving forward, it would be very beneficial to take numerology into consideration when we talk about compatibility with our business, with our personal, with our friendships, and even with our families. If you have a family, and once, because this happened to me, especially once I found out the numbers of the people around me, it started to make sense why certain interactions were the way they were. And it helped me approach situations different because I realized that I couldn't communicate with everybody the same. And I also was able to see the good things and the challenges that come with us all in dealing with each other And it actually helped me take more of a, yo, this bee just like crashed right into me. Helped me take a more proactive approach in my relationships. So that's just something to take into consideration, is the numerology of your relationships, the Jyotish numerology in specific, and how it can help with compatibility to help you guys have build better and stronger relationships.